and more Morganite. 10 carats, 50 points. 11 carats of perfectly matching, blushy, peachy pink Morganite. 11 carats, 50 points. Largest ever in a tennis bracelet. They're here, they're now. Not for the faint of heart, understood, but for the collector. For those of you who want, a connoisseur's gemstone that is rare, that is beautiful, and that is absolutely timeless. I was reading about how many millions and millions and millions of years old Morganite is and how long it's been in the ground. Right. And yet, it wasn't discovered until the early 20th century.
Exactly.
It's 1911 when it was discovered. And Kunz played a role and suggested that it be named after a financier, somebody who was doing just fine at the time, somebody named Morgan. Yeah, J.P. Morgan. Mm-hmm. Oh, that Morgan. And that's what it's named after. That's who it's named after. So the elevated richness and beauty, right? The aspirational aspect of Morganite has always been there since when it was first found.
Exactly. And if you go to the J.P. Morgan Gem Gallery in New York, you will see some of the finest. And be sure and wear your stones when you go there because you want to be proud of them. But look at this bracelet. You know we have not been able to do this in over 3 years because when have we seen enough Morganite to actually do a bracelet? And you know, Rick, when we saw the parcel of these stones and we thought, wow, look at the color, look at that, we should say, you know what, maybe we should do a ring. Use one stone for a ring and then we can do a large number. But then we saw the stones are so consistent. The color is so fine. The cutting is so fine and so consistent. We thought, you know what, we've got to do it. We've just got to go all the way and do a tennis bracelet.
Okay, here we go. Look at the setting, even on the clasp. Look at the size of the stone, of that Morganite stone. Let me tell you, sometimes I wait a little bit longer before I let you know this. I'm going to let you know right off the top. Because look, this is 2,200, right, or 2,100. This is available on 18-month financing. 18-month financing, so if you want to use 6 easy payments, great. However, you want to bring this up a year from now, you still have another 6 months? Bring it home and try it on. There's 30 days to have some fun, to drool and drop your jaw and have other people wowed by it. 18 months financing, that means a year from now, you've got another 6 months to have fun before you make that final payment. Minimum payments are due, but no interest is charged if you make that payment in full after 18 months. It's a great opportunity. Coming back to matching the stones, this has to be Herculean in its objective for all of for the very few bracelets that we brought in that we can have. Just a few remaining in 6 3/4, a few to go around in 7 1/4, and a few to go around in 8. Having said that, there's a lot of stones in each bracelet.
There's a lot of stones and there's a lot of weight in each bracelet. Again, almost impossible to do a tennis bracelet today because you just cannot find enough stones. This supplier had been accumulating until finally she had enough. She said, let me show you what I've been accumulating. Right. We could do a great ring. We could do a 3-stone ring. We could do something astronomical. And we were like, you know what? We have not been able to do a tennis bracelet in 3 years. Let's do a tennis bracelet. And look at those stones.
No advance order here, and in 6 3/4, there are 12 remaining. So QVC is QVC. We've been doing this for 30 years. We're in 100 million plus homes, and I don't know how many millions of people watch and see online and using their app. So a dozen to go around? Not a lot, but I'll tell you something. The rarity of this is not hyperbole. It's not overstated. It's not, oh, really? Like that. The Persian rug business that's been going out of business for 7 years in a row. They never really go out of business. No, we could not do this for the last 2 years. Had a 1-hour Morganite show, and to match all of these and to get them, even when we went out recently, I wasn't there. Peyton was there. Our buyers were there to Tucson Gem Show, which is must be the ultimate gem lover show.
Absolutely.
You wanted to find more Morganite.
Right. We went to the major cutters, the major dealers that directly deal with the mine. We sat in their booth. We said, okay, show us your Morganite. They brought out stones, and we were like, no. They were like, well, why not? These are beautiful. They're brown. We said, they're brown. No, they're not brown. We said, well, yes, to us, they're brown.
To QVC world, they're
QVC,
brown.
They're brown.
Look at what we're doing. We're not putting this against a peachy background. We're not enhancing it with some sort of colors in the background. We're letting you see live on your television right now, the color that you're going to be experiencing. I think it's even more peachy pink in person. We have bright lights in the studio. Bring it home and try. Let me give you the update on brand new today. 6 3/4 inch. There's a dozen remaining. And here comes our 7 1/4. Fewer than 4 dozen to go around. That's it. And in the 8 inch, there's only 2 dozen to go around. No advance order. And in speaking with our buyer, with Peyton, we do not know if we'll ever be able to do this again. Not saying absolutely not. Not saying absolutely.
Right.
Because this has to do with Mother Nature, with sourcing, and to do it in the quality that we demand, that you demand as a viewer. That's what we have. I could see someone loving this, I'm telling you, and we've got Affinity coming up next hour. So nothing wrong with our diamonds. We love our diamonds. Loving this instead of a diamond tennis bracelet, which is one of the most sought after tennis bracelets that a woman could want, because it's so unique. It's so beautiful. Beyond the story and J.P. Morgan and how rare it is, it's so physically beautiful when you see it. It's so complimentary. Someone could have lighter skin tones, darker skin tones. That peachy pink is so
everyone.
great.
Well, exactly. And you know what? When you see these stones and you see this color, you know how many pink gemstones are there in nature? Very, very, very few. Pink sapphire, pink diamond. But what else can you do in this size stone with that kind of saturation? Virtually nothing. You know, unless it's a very, very fine Morganite with those peachy pink colors that you want. This is what you want when you're talking about the finest. Look into the stone. Number one, you do not see brown, very important, but it's not hazy. And when you see Morganite other places, that's what you want to look for. Look at the haziness and look for the brownness, but don't buy it, because that's not this kind of quality.
But you might be paying the same thing for less quality, or coming back to QVC and saying, okay, if I want really, really great, it's like anything. It's like a diamond, it's like a gemstone, it's like anything you're shopping for. If you want best in class, you're going to pay for it.
Exactly.
So if you're going to invest in Morganite, we made it really special. It's all set in 14 karat rose gold, which is that pink gold, which is going to enhance it. Sometimes, beautiful diamonds look better in white gold, right? Look better in platinum. Well, this is meant to be put in rose gold. Every one of these sections is beautiful 14 karat rose gold. I love the oval shapes, and every one of them are large. So 12 remaining. No. Now 10 remaining. No. 6 remaining in the 6 3/4. Here comes the 7 1/4. 3 dozen, and then it's sold out and may never come back again. 2 dozen in the 8, and then will be sold out and may never come back again. It's 11 carats. 10 carats, 50 points, 11 carats, 50 points, and then 11 carats, 75 points. Only here at QVC is this being done, and it's brand new. So if you're looking for same old on a day like today, this is not the hour for you, right? Looking for, okay, we have it in, beautiful amethyst and citrine and peridot. We have those on a day like today, and you love those colors. They're bright and beautiful and really affordable. This is a unique hour. It's called Morganite. And for people who are not familiar with it, and just joining us right now, 23 minutes into the show, maybe they've never heard of Morganite. Anything you want to add to it, Peyton?
It's one of the barrel colors. When you see that color, we demand that it be peachy pink. That's what you see with the very finest Morganite. So you want to know that, yes, there is other Morganite out there, and you're going to see it. But it's not going to be the peachy pink color that we've always sold, and we're having such a hard time getting today because it's just not being produced. It's not being mined.
You know, sometimes colors jump out at you.
Right.
And sometimes colors draw you in. This is a bracelet that if you wore to a charity event, if you wore to dinner, if you wore to a reunion with friends at a beautiful restaurant, you would be drawn to this bracelet. What is that color? It is so rare, not only in the earth and to find, but so few women actually own it and wear it. How special is that as a Valentine's Day gift from you to you, or to elbow your husband and say, this is what I would really, really appreciate, because it's that rare and that unique. It's on 60 payments, and again, 18 months financing. So if you are a lover of QVC, we did not do this last year. This is not available like 18 months to pay it off, right? And to wear
the whole time.
And then wear it the whole time. It's not the layaway plan. You call it the absolute opposite of the layaway plan. You get to wear it and love it and appreciate it. And then after that 18-month period, paid off, good, you're good to go. So you might not have anything going on right now. You might be thinking, you know what you could be thinking? You could literally be thinking Christmas time 2017. Because you're making,
right.
You know, you can make the year payment in February, Valentine's Day next year, and still have another 6 months to kind of take care of it and make it happen. 6 3/4, brand new. It is now sold out. Sold out, may never happen again. Gone. Ask about our wait list. Here is the 7 1/4, 11 carats. 2 dozen people can have it. Here is the 8-inch, 1 dozen people. Not 1,000, 1 dozen. It's our top find in this hour. We have an amazing one-time only value coming up in just a second. We have a sellout for you as well. And here is that sellout. Sold out last time, Peyton. Sold out again.
Please enjoy it. This is an ultra treasure. When you have this and you wear this, this is what you want to wear to a museum. And compare it to what you see in the museum. You're going to be very happy.